What is good, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today we've got some great topics for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Splatoon 2 North American Splatfest results are in. This is the first Splatfest ever for North America, and you know what, guys? Team Red, Team Catch-Up, things did not go as planned. So, the results are in for the first true North American Splatfest in Splatoon 2, and Mayonnaise has taken the cake. Mayonnaise has won and beat out Ketchup. So Ketchup was definitely more popular, bopping Mayonnaise with a 73% of the vote. However, Mayonnaise took home the battles just so barely in the other categories that helped Team Mayonnaise win of the score 2-1. So the breakdown was, of course, the votes. Ketchup bodied Mayo with 27% to 73% for Ketchup. Solo battles, 52% for Mayo, 48% for Ketchup, and with the team, it was 51% to 49%. So I'd have to say this, I was definitely on Team Ketchup. That was based on you guys' results as far as what you wanted me to pick. I actually like mayonnaise, although I can't eat regular mayonnaise. I have to eat the veganese because I'm a vegan. So yeah, so I have to eat that stuff, but I don't even really eat that too much. So Team Ketchup seemed normal to me. I can have ketchup, and I don't use it a lot. I just use it a little bit. But either way, it was a good Splatfest. It was fun, although I was on Team Ketchup, and I was fighting against Team Ketchup way too much. It was just a lot of Team Ketchup. You know, I think maybe it was a little bit more balanced in Japan, but Mayonnaise was also victorious in Japan, so we should be finding out about Europe later in the day. But I would say that, man, like Team Ketchup, we were fighting against each other over and over and over. I'm not sure how that affects things as far as the battles and the winning percentages and all of that. It was tough. It was a little tough out there, rough on these streets. The Mayonnaise people were badly outnumbered. But yeah, shout outs to them, everyone who picked it. I think it's fun. People are acting all crazy. I don't know if it's for real or if it's them acting like crazy on Twitter and stuff. People are going insane with this whole mayonnaise versus ketchup thing. Like, this is stupid in my opinion. Like, it's like mayonnaise versus ketchup. Like, who cares? Some people like mayonnaise and ketchup on their stuff. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Who'd you guys pick? We're gonna have a lot of stealth mayonnaise people talking like, oh yeah, I was mayonnaise. No, you were. You probably picked Team Ketchup and lost. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section below. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. And yeah, the Splatfest stuff was cool. You get some nice rewards. You get a cool shirt, but then you have to give it back. But yeah, you get some crystals or whatever for your upgrades. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna participate in all of the Splatfest, and I'm gonna let you guys pick what team I pick pretty much every single time. So it should be fun throughout the life of Splatoon 2. Alright, and moving on to the next article here. Dragon Quest X early demo for Dragon Quest XI PS4 owners launches on August 10th in Japan, so you can download now and start playing on August 10th. Users who enter a specific spell of restoration in the PlayStation 4 version of Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age will be able to download an early demo of the PlayStation 4 version of Dragon Quest X Square Enix has announced at Dragon Quest Festival 2017 in Tokyo today. The spell of restoration users need to enter is right here, as you can see, and the demo will allow users to play the beginning of the story of Dragon Quest X Rise of the Five Tribes Online version 1. Now, the download itself is available now. The early demo will be playable from August 10th at 12 JST until August 16th at 23:59 JST. A Square Enix account is necessary to play. PlayStation 4 version of Dragon Quest X will launch in Japan on August 17th. So it's interesting to see Square Enix kind of putting a lot of faith behind this Dragon Quest X. They had a lot of different announcements. They announced Dragon Quest X version 4 for PlayStation 4, for what was it? Nintendo Switch, Wii U, and PC. That's coming this November in Japan, and it just has me waiting. I talked about this when I talked about Dragon Quest X version 4. If they're ever going to bring this one over, huge Dragon Quest festival today, a bunch of great announcements, Nintendo Switch announcements, PlayStation 4 and 3DS, which we'll get to in just a bit. But it's just good to see Dragon Quest pretty much stronger than ever. How many years later now? We're going well past decades at this point, and it's going strong, man. And it just shows that people still have that thirst for the Japanese RPGs out there. But I just wish that Square Enix would be a little bit more receptive, a little bit more, I don't know, in tune with what the American fans want when it comes to Dragon Quest, or the Western fans. I just feel that it takes way too long for them to localize the games. Like, they'll be sitting there waiting forever, or sometimes just not bring them over at all. And I don't know why they're not having a more aggressive approach when it comes to Dragon Quest and the Americas. I don't really feel there should be any reason why that we have to wait till 2018 to play Dragon Quest when it came out, you know, pretty much in mid-2017. I just think that, to me, it's not a good idea to have such a long downtime of waiting for a game this great as far as Dragon Quest XI. And I know I'm kind of getting off the main topic here as far as the demo, but we don't even have any type of confirmation for Dragon Quest X for Americas. How long has it been? It's been multiple years. I think with all of these companies between Square Enix and Nintendo, who originally had a deal with them, I think it's somewhat pitiful that they can't come together for the fans, for the true fans out there, and get this thing localized with all the money that Square Enix and Nintendo has. I just think it's a bit shameful. I mean, Sony, Square Enix, Nintendo, all of them should work together to help us as far as Dragon Quest fans, and they're sitting here pretty much twiddling their fingers and saying, nope, 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 you're not getting any of it. This is for, you know, Japanese users only. So I don't understand it. I never will. Maybe Dragon Quest XI, if it does really well, will end up getting Dragon Quest X. I mean, who knows? But I just think it's just not cool. It's not a good look for Square Enix, for Nintendo, for Sony, for everyone involved to just keep the whole West out of it and just say, nope, Japan only gets this really cool game. It's just, it's weird, but it is what it is. Obviously, you know, at this point, if you want to play, you can, but in Japanese, obviously, you got to do a lot of different stuff. So maybe one of these days we'll play, but I am a little bit disappointed in how the whole situation has went down since Dragon Quest X was first announced up until this point. I just think that with all the money they make, millions or billions, however much combined, that someone can work together for everyone to play this game, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. But we will see if it does end up coming to the Switch or coming to the PS4 or PC at some point for the whole world to play and join in on the Dragon Quest X fun. Alright, and moving on to the next article here, we've got some big news coming out of the Dragon Quest Festival once again. Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 are coming to the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo 3DS in August in Japan. Square Enix will release Dragon Quest and Dragon Quest 2 digitally for PlayStation 4 and Nintendo 3DS in Japan on August 10th for 600 yen and 850 yen respectively, followed by Dragon Quest 3 in late August for 1500 yen. The company has announced today at the Dragon Quest Summer Festival 2017 in Tokyo. If you own Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age, you can get the original Dragon Quest free of charge right now by simply clearing the game. Read about that in the description below. So that's pretty cool. If you have Dragon Quest XI and if you beat it, you can get a free copy of Dragon Quest, the original, on your PlayStation 4, but I don't know who's already beat the game. Maybe some of the Japanese users out there have been binge playing it and have already beat it. But yeah, this is so cool, but it just makes me just jealous that Dragon Quest continues to have all this cool stuff and like we just get left out, or it's going to be just so long before we even see this stuff come over, man. Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age, that one next year, 2018. Such a cool looking game. We have to wait quite a bit of time before we get it. All of these, Dragon Quest 2, Dragon Quest 3, all of them great games for what they were back in the day. We're probably never going to get those, or it's going to be a while. Maybe they'll have that, the Dragon Quest in there once we beat the game. Maybe we'll have that same unlock, but still, once again, 2018, we're probably not going to see these games for a while. There's ways to already play them, but it would just be cool if Square Enix just did a little bit more to, as far as a worldwide audience when it comes to Dragon Quest. I really think there's that demand, and I already talked about that in this video, but it's cool to see Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 pretty much all lined up here. Some great extras for the Japanese users, especially if you have Dragon Quest 11, be able to get that first one for free once you beat it, save yourself a little bit of money there. But yeah, 2 and 3 coming as well. Now, I don't really know about any of those Dragon Quest games. I know that a lot of people really love Dragon Quest 2 and 3. They feel those games are really strong in the early days of Dragon Quest. I know a lot of people still think Dragon Quest 8 is the best one, and maybe even Dragon Quest 11 tops all the other ones, but then a lot of people like Dragon Quest 9 too. So this franchise is storied, it's old school, it's really fun, it's hard, it's difficult. There's a lot of great things about Dragon Quest and why people keep on coming back and why people are even excited for these old games coming to their systems. Heck, you have the 3DS getting these games as well. And yeah, man, I'm just waiting for this to come over to the States. I just really want Dragon Quest to be one of those games where we get it pretty close. You know, I'm kind of tired of waiting so long, especially with this one. This would have been a great title to have for all the systems in 2017, but hey, it just wasn't meant to be. But I do feel that Dragon Quest, I think going forward in the future, I think they're going to handle it a little bit better now that they're using Unreal Engine 4, and hopefully they see the demand from Western consumers that we really want these games in a timely fashion as well. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. It really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also make sure you check out our Patreon page, pledge any tier, and be entered in to win some awesome prizes each month. We got Discord voice chat and $10 prize eShop tournaments from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, and more. So support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you ninja for the next video. Peace.